the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking out the hit to get up. Fish up, pimp strut, walk it. Little bit of humble, little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy up. Bad moonwalk, give you this year. It's our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it our way. Grown music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yet I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft, stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustler. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with that folk track bustin'. Halfway across the city with that back, crush it. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people and spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people and spread it across the country. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Now, can I kick it? Thank you. Yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm in it at the beat like I give a little speed to a great white shark on Shark Week. Raw. Tell me go gone. Deuces, goodbye. I got a world to see. And my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer now. I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now sing a song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching ourselves. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week 2 of the World Football League game day. Tonight we focus on the Kissimmee Bass, who are playing host to the Frankfurt Armada. If you're looking over my shoulder, you can see Bass owner Randy Pierce with his fishing hat on. He's ready to go for the game this evening.
Not looking too stressed out tonight.
No, he looks relaxed.
Yeah.
Looks like he looks like an undefeated owner.
Yeah, he does. He's looking good. Best I've seen him look in 40 years.
That's saying a lot.
It is. It is. Maybe it's not having to travel this week. You know, he gets to stay home, do a little fishing in the morning, and then host to the Frankfurt Armada tonight for the game of the week.
He's probably been over to Busch Gardens this week.
Is that there too?
That's close, I think. Yeah.
There's a lot to do in Florida. Well, we're at week 2. This game has been voted game of the week. People are expecting a close one tonight.
Indeed, and I noticed that the line was only 1.5.
Let's pull that up here, see what we got. So, completely unbiased from our own analytics team. Kissimmee is just favored by 1.5 points.
1.5. I took Kissimmee minus the points, but I also think we'll see the over tonight.
I'm going to say the complete opposite of you this time.
Okay.
I really think Frankfurt's got this. I would take them for the money line. I think they might win this game. But I do think they're both going to struggle to put up points. I think both of them are going to adapt defensively, and we're going to see a low-scoring ball game tonight.
Well, I love good defense. So if it turns out that way, I won't be disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you are a defensive man. I think we've got a couple things to bring up later when it comes to the Frankfurt roster, the personnel on the team.
We've picked up a few scouting facts about some of their players, right?
A lot of fun facts, a lot of history in Frankfurt.
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
So, But anyways, I mean, I feel like I'm ready to jump into this game. What do you think?
I can't wait to get this kicked off.
All right, so let's step away for just a second. We'll get this game going.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking live here at Crodell Field, home of the Kissimmee Bass. It's a beautiful state-of-the-art stadium. I do love the shark jaws over top of the balcony.
Yeah, those were recently installed, donated by a local bass man.
Well, that guy's got good taste. That's all I can say. We're looking here at some of the players for the Armada, and I noticed one of the Gruber boys on there. You want to share maybe a little bit something about those guys before we get kicked off here?
Those Gruber boys. So there's two of them. We've got Hans Gruber Jr. and Simon Gruber II. You would think that they were, brothers, but they're not. They're cousins. Their fathers were both brothers, and they've tragically died while visiting the United States. And their shared loss has made them close. I don't know if you know much about the Grubers.
It seems like maybe I saw a movie or something where they were mentioned.
There's a couple of them, and I'll just say whenever they died hard.
They did die hard. Okay. Well, that says everything you need to know right there.
Mm-hmm.
Frankfurt will kick off to get the game going here this evening. Who is a foreign exchange student from BYU.
Yeah, they say that he in grad school went to Germany to visit.
And he married a local girl, is that right?
What was her name?
I believe it was Hilda.
I think that's right.
Hot Hilda, I think is what they called her in the local beer joints. I don't know if Dan knew that or not.
Makes the best meatballs.
She's a healthy woman.
Meatballs healthy?
No, she's a healthy woman.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. So first and 10 here for Rico Pierce and the Kissimmee Bass. They open up in split backs and twins. And that looks like a dive play to our good friend, Woody Pusher.
Love that guy.
Love him.
Yeah, probably got some good action tonight. Boost the testosterone before the game. I know of a few people who do that, but not enough for that play.
No, on that play, the Armada defense was all over him early.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if he can recollect himself and get some things going here as we progress. Again, split backs and twins. Frankfurt answers with a 4-3 defense, playing cover 3. Pierce back to pass. Deep ball over the middle. Nearly intercepted by number 41. Seems like that might be Simon Gruber II, as a matter of fact.
Is it? We don't have numbers on these, do we? Man, how did that happen?
I remember that from this morning, though, typing those in. I'm pretty sure that's Simon Gruber.
Okay.
Split back and twins again. Randy must have spent some time talking to Nolan about how to put an offense together.
Maybe so. After that loss, he...
Oh, bounced off the head of a lineman. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Bass. And I'm going to guess that they're going to march their punter out.
Yeah. Generic named punter.
Okay.
We don't give a crap.
Well, hell with him.
So, I mean, these uniforms tonight, this is our first time getting a look at Kissimmee's official home uniforms. Looking bright.
I got to say, I really like it.
Yeah.
It stands out. It reminds me of a team back in the USFL, the Orlando Renegades. They had those same collars.
Okay. It makes them look fast.
Yeah, they do look quick.
However, the Armada uniforms look kind of...
It's kind of like a classic military uniform, don't you think?
Like you're looking at a dirty tank.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the look he was probably going for, a dirty tank.
Speaking of tank, leading this Armada offense is Frederick Panzer.
Is he the great grandson of the guy who invented those tanks?
I'm not sure. I think Panzer is the name of a tank.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. All right, twin eye for Mr. Panzer and the Armada, and he's back to pass early. Little swing pass out in the flat to his tailback. That would be Wilhelm Kepler.
You love to see a successful dump route.
Yeah, anytime you get a good dump, it's a plus for you.
And that guy does have a good stash. You
Yes,
heard
he
it. You
does.
heard it in the background here from the owner of Kissimmee, complimenting Kepler on his stash. That man has tickled some
Something.
fannies
Yeah.
with that stash.
Offset eye, twin eye open. Panzer back to pass, and that ball again is nearly intercepted by number 12 for the Bass. Thought I caught his name on the back of the jersey there, but I couldn't see it for sure. I'll tell you, the Bass defense has some great names. I mean, they've got ball breakers, they've got head zippers, they've got really
Snot
everything
knockers.
you want. Snot knockers.
Uh-huh. Lots of
Heavy
great-
blitz. Ball is delivered just in time, and a big hit out in the flat by Kissimmee. Just missed it. That's Werner von Braun II.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about him?
Named after the inventor of the V2 rocket because he's that fast. Rumor has it that he ran out of the womb and onto the football field.
That's incredible.
Yeah, they said that they clocked his 40 at 4.0.
I'm going to have to see that for myself. All right, spread set. Heavy pressure again, nearly intercepted by number 52.
Right out of the hands of 52.
Peacock, possibly?
Yes, it is. Zach Peacock.
Zach Peacock.
If you're watching us tonight and you don't know what the heck's going on, just take a little snapshot of that QR code and join our league Discord and get involved, make yourself a player, or try to put your hand at coaching.
It's a great league. It's up and coming. Panzer back to pass again. Another ball out in the flat. Boy, he's been pretty accurate on those throws, like on the 5-yard out cut. But that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Schweitzer was the intended target. Conrad Schweitzer.
That's a good tight end. Gold tiered.
3rd down 5 at the Kissimmee 42. A little bit of a drive going here for the Armada. Another 5-yard out cut, complete to number 47. That's Mr. Ulrich. Axel Ulrich, the other tight end.
Wow, getting the other tight end involved. It's not very many. There's not very many teams in this league that run 2 tight ends offense. So
Not, yeah, and especially not that have good ones.
that's right.
Yeah, we have a couple of tight ends, but I think they're scout team players at best. Panzer back to pass, plenty of time, deep ball down the middle. Again, nearly intercepted by Williams in the defensive backfield, number 12.
Yeah, that's Willis Bubba Williams.
Bubba. Where I got that nickname?
The gum. He chews a lot of gum.
He chews a lot of gum. 2nd down 10. Kissimmee now on the fringes of scoring territory at the 34-yard line. And they're going to be in shotgun with a spread set. Single back offset to the right. Kissimmee out of their 3-man front. Now we're going to throw the ball deep down the sideline. And again, number 17 gets his hands on the ball. I believe that's Johnstone.
It is. It is. That's a great memory. Yeah, Johnstone being right where he needs to be. I know somebody's upset here in the room because he didn't intercept that, but do you need to expect that from your defensive back?
Well, it's nice if they can catch a ball once in a while, but, I think what this tells us is that as the game goes on, the chances of turnovers are pretty high because they're getting their hands on the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Look at
right
that.
there. Oh, my goodness.
man.
So close again.
Wow, too much popcorn in the pregame.
Yeah, those hands are slippery. Of course, if we're talking about Woody Pusher, I'm going to guess the slipperiness would be from KY jelly. Or
It ain't
something
butter.
Like that. It ain't butter.
We're not kicking a field goal.
Now they're going to try to punt them deep in the corner. Oh, and that ball just trickles into the end zone for a touchback.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Epstein, the punter there for. Of course, he's an unknown generic too, so who cares?
We don't.
We don't.
So 2 drives resulting in nothing here, but Armada was close. They were only a few yards away from getting some points on the board.
Very close. Rico Pierce under center. Tight end trips. Leroy Lightfoot in the backfield. Deep ball down the sideline. That ball is caught. And number 5 breaks a tackle.
That might be holy guacamole. No, that's Skittle.
B.J. Skittle.
B.J. Skittle.
Number 5. Nice route. Ball was right on the money. And when he broke that tackle, I thought he might be about to go to the house.
Yeah, got right behind that defender. He's a tall wide receiver.
He is 6'5".
Thanks for giving me all that time, boy.
Rico Pierce calling out the plays in the huddle. They're thanking the offensive linemen for their great protection.
Who are these offensive linemen for the Kissimmee Bass? Let's highlight them real quick. We have Paul Humper, Boz Fickle, Craig Dippity, Nate Tostada, and James Rumston.
And that time they came off the ball pretty hard, and our good friend Woody Pusher came up with a gain of 3. Tackled on the play by number 92, Craig, for the Frankfurt Armada. The other defensive tackle, whose nickname or last name is Blitz, they know each other too.
Yeah, they do. They grew up right down the street from each other. Blitzen and Krieg.
Blitzen and Krieg.
Blitzen and Krieg.
I gotcha.
Yeah. They've actually played on the same football team all through high school, college, and now internationally.
Well, it says a lot, if you can share the locker room with your friends. I'm going to bet that maybe they play a song in the locker room after games. What would you recommend if they were going to listen to some music?
My favorite go-to locker room song with my bros is "What Is Love."
It's a good song. I
Yeah.
remember those days.
Don't hurt me. No mo.
Split backs again with twins. Pierce back to pass. Ball is caught down the middle, and it's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line for a first down. That's number 5.
That's Skittles
That's
again.
Skittle again. You know what we haven't heard tonight, though? We haven't heard Stephen Yodel.
Yodelay he who?
Little old lady who, something like that.
Had a great game last week.
He did.
Returned the kickoff for a touchdown that really won the game.
That was the difference in the game.
It was the
you're
difference
right.
maker.
Empty set, Pierce under center. Deep drop, and he is smothered.
There's the pressure.
There's the pressure, an 8-yard loss, and that's going to get them really kind of out of field goal range, but it is second down, so they have a chance to get some of those yards back.
Stiegel filling the gap, hitting Rico Pierce where it hurts.
All right, we have a variety of tight end trip sets tonight, and here's another one from Kissimmee. Pierce back, ball in the middle of the field, caught, and that's going to be a first down for number 1.
Guacamole.
Which one of the guacamole folks is this?
This one is Carlos.
Carlos Guacamole.
Yeah, we've got the 3 brothers here. Carlos, Jose, and the defensive back, Burton. The least favorite.
The least favorite of the 3. Although, now we were talking about Mrs. Guacamole last week. She's very popular, I hear.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's in.
That is a touchdown on the flare pass to Leroy Lightfoot.
Wow.
Lightfoot.
That is what you want to see out of your running back on that dump pass. So oftentimes you see this pass go straight out of bounds with no yak after.
Right. And
Talk about a lot of yak.
That was a lot of yak right
Speaking of a lot of yak, my family's just been coming off the stomach virus.
Oh, my.
We've had a lot of yak
Lot of
around
yak
this
in this
household
house.
too. Mm-hmm. Yak and shat.
Got it.
But that one's not a football term, is it?
No. Who's the kicker here for Kissimmee?
Victor Zaleski.
Oh, yeah, the guy from MacArthur, Ohio.
That's right.
Grew up in the Zaleski State Forest. 7-0 Kissimmee here in the first quarter.
You know, if you're Frankfurt, you're kicking yourself. You had a chance to put points on the board last drive, and now you're down by 7. But
A couple times the pass rush had done the job of getting them backed up, and each time Rico Pierce came up with the play that he needed to keep the drive going for the Bass. All right, that kick's taken on about the 2-yard line. Tackled hard out at about the 24. So what do you think has to happen on this drive for Frankfurt?
well, they need to score, Dave.
It's always good if you can score when you have the I tied in flex for
They
Frankfurt.
should probably try to do that.
They
here.
should try to do that. Heavy pressure, the ball's thrown down the field. And
How
once
many?
again,
How many can you drop before it's too much?
Randy's going to have to talk to the guys in concessions about not selling popcorn to the players before the
Yeah,
game.
that really was a bad idea. My gosh. They've had multiple chances for interceptions here.
Yeah.
With good field position if they would just hold on to it.
Okay, Kissimmee playing a little bit of cover 2 behind a 3-man front. Offset eye for Frankfurt. Dump pass in the middle. Hit quickly. Ball's jarred loose. So Schweitzer, I think it was, wasn't able to hang on to that.
Yeah, Snot Knocker hit him before he could really wrap his hands around it. Knocked the snot out
Knocked
of
the
him.
snot out of him. Look at that. He'll think about that again before he goes across the middle.
Oh, yeah. Now, you know what? You know, these Germans really aren't out of it because, I mean, if there's anything these Germans can do, they can really stick to it. You know, they've been in 2 world wars.
How'd those turn out for them?
Not good, but they really,
They did hang in
they
there,
didn't
though.
give up.
Yeah, they didn't give up.
As long as their leader can stay healthy.
That's the truth. Wolfgang Hess was the intended target there on a little curl route inside. How do you say that name? Is that Friedrich? Friedrich? Frederick?
Yeah, Friedrich.
Friedrich.
Yeah. Like fries.
Like
and a
fries
drink.
and a drink. Pro set split back. There's a fullback dive to number 33 for, he's unnamed. Who cares?
Yeah, he's a generic.
He's a generic. We don't care about him at all.
But we're in a hurry.
Yeah. Panzer hurries him right to the line after the 1-yard gain. Barks out signals, looks at the play clock, scratches his butt, runs the same play, and gets the same result.
Oh, no, they're going to do it a third time.
Will they do it a third time? That's the big question here. And they're set up to do it. Same formation. This time Panzer throws a pass, and once again, the Bass have their hands all over. Maybe they were fishing today. They've got fish slime all over their hands.
Maybe, yes.
Could be.
Oh, my gosh. They just can't hold on to it.
A lot of
But
these
that's
guys,
okay. It's
they
fourth
work
down.
as fishing guides when they're not at practice.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. If you ever get a chance, you should take a trip down there.
I'd love to. We got some family in Florida. Where is Kissimmee? Orlando. Fair catch.
All right.
Little shoulder bump there.
Rico Pierce and Leroy Lightfoot and the boys trot out onto the field with a 7-0 lead. 3:21 to go in the first quarter.
Kissimmee's turning some heads this season,
They are.
at least in my book.
Listen, we had 2 great preseason scrimmages with them, and I kind of knew Randy was on to something with this club. Twin set, offset I with Pusher to the right. Stretch play to Leroy Lightfoot.
Great block by Pusher.
Pusher gets a great block, and we're looking at a 9-yard gain for Leroy there.
If Kissimmee can develop the run game, it's game over.
Yeah. Yeah, if they keep that run game going. Frankfurt's got to do something to get that stopped. Split backs and twins on 2nd down and inches. And Pusher picks up the first down.
Hey, Dad, can you stop that?
There's a lot of excitement here in the luxury boxes in the stadium tonight.
A lot of tickling going on.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
All right.
Fresh set of downs.
Fresh set of downs. That's near twins. Drop back by Pierce.
Oh.
And that ball was nearly intercepted. I made a mistake there earlier. 41's last name is Schroeder.
Okay.
Augustus Hindenburg's getting some kind of credit for doing something on that play.
I think he. Oh, okay.
He might be the one
He
who got
might
his
have tipped
hand
it
on
first.
it.
He might have tipped it first. There's a picture of some dirty Frankfurt butts.
Well, you know, dirty butts are to be expected.
In a game like this.
Yep. 4-man line again for Frankfurt. One linebacker showing blitz, but he drops out into coverage. Ball's caught in the middle of the field by number 19. That's another one of the Guacamole boys, I believe.
I think you're right. Yeah, that's Jose.
Jose Guacamole. Didn't you tell me last week his mom's a dancer?
Yeah, that's how she met all 3 of her husbands.
It's really fortunate for her that she can find people like that while at work.
Yeah, and it's real close to the international airport.
Pusher again rolls his shoulders over, barrels ahead for about six yards before the defense drags him down. He's playing a lot better this week.
He is.
I felt like he struggled last week.
Yeah, he's doing his job as a fullback. You know, even though he's gold, all you really need that fullback for is 1 to 2 yards.
Yeah, he does the dirty work. Straight eye twin set. Skittle in the slot. Flare pass out to Lightfoot, and that is going to be trouble for the Frankfurt defense. Gain of 12 on the play.
That's the same play they scored on last drive, and again, having a great return on that play.
Yeah, Lightfoot.
That outside
looks good
linebacker
catching
was
the ball there.
playing up.
He was. So it must have been sort of a side adjustment for Pierce and Lightfoot, and executed perfectly. Rumor is that when they want to call that, they use Florida-themed code names, so that particular play is called Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
You want to hear a joke?
Let's hear it.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
I don't know.
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
Dang. You've been hanging around too many of the dads in this league.
Been working on those dad jokes.
All right, 2nd down, 10 at the 25. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Kissimmee leading 7-0 and threatening. Out to Lightfoot again. And he's going to pick up 7 yards.
No coverage in the flats.
They don't have to run another play here. I always get aggravated when teams get in too big of a hurry. Every second you leave on the clock is a second that your opponent can beat you with.
Does it change if you're leading the game or losing the game?
Well, if you're behind, you've got to hurry.
So if you're Frankfurt in this situation on offense, you're trying to get the ball off.
Yeah, you're going to run another play. Yeah, but if you're Kissimmee, then you're going to be happy to let that run down. That guys over, give them a drink of during the timeout. Talk things over.
Is that what they're drinking right now these days?
Who knows what they feed them there in Kissimmee. They're big boys though.
Pepsi and Alka-Seltzer helps keep the cramps away.
Randy says Fanta Orange is a sponsor of the team.
Don't you wanna Fanta?
Near Twins. Isolation play dropped for a loss by number 51. That's Augustus Hindenburg.
Named after the blimp.
Named after the blimp. He's full of gas. Just hope he didn't catch on fire tonight.
Yeah, he read that like a book.
All over it. So that's going to bring up 4th and 6.
What kind of defense are we in? Okay.
And we're going to have a kick here. Who's the kicker for... didn't you tell me that's Victor Zaleski?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
You know, growing up out there in MacArthur, I have to believe he's probably seen, the Southeastern Ohio. They call him the Moss Man.
The Moss Man?
Yeah. It's sort of like Southeastern Ohio's version of Bigfoot.
Really?
I'd love to interview him sometime, and maybe Randy can get him in. We can talk that over with him and just ask him if he's ever seen him.
Wow. Really? Never heard of that.
Yeah, apparently it's a thing.
Does he have like special powers? Or he just has a
I
lot of moss growing on him?
He just got a lot of moss growing on him.
Wow.
He's big.
Okay.
Zaleski delivers a deep kick right to the goal line. And a decent return, 25 yards there for 88. That's Rapp. I'm gonna guess he's probably one of those.
It's a wide receiver.
Stupid generics that we don't
No,
care
it's
anything
not.
about.
He's not stupid.
He's
not a generic.
He's not generic either.
That's a wide receiver number 4.
Oh,
But he is tiered.
he is tiered. Awesome.
He is.
Okay. Panzer has near Twins set. He's behind 10-0. Takes a rollout on the pass here. Pump fakes. Delivers to the tight end who breaks a tackle and rumbles down to the 40-yard line of Kissimmee. Big play there, Colin.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's got to get the blood pumping for Frankfurt.
Number 86, that's their tight end on the crossing route.
That is Schweitzer. Looking Schweisty right there.
He was Schweisty as can be. Breaks out of that tackle, and man, he's a big boy to try to bring down. Did you see that guy try to kick him on the way out of the bounds?
Did he try to kick him? Did he try to swat the ball?
I don't know what he was doing there. It looked dirty.
Yeah. Look at the stadium. It's a good little panoramic pic of the stadium here.
Did you see that sign up there underneath the luxury boss? Pierce's Posse.
Is that what it said?
That's what it said, yeah.
That's the new hemp manufacturer.
In
Florida.
Yeah. Pump fake by Panzer. And that ball is finally intercepted.
He
by
finally
Kissimmee.
held on to it.
Number 16 for Kissimmee.
Oh, that's none other than Louis Ballbreaker.
Well, he broke that play up, that's for sure.
Yeah, busting some plays up right there.
Plays up right there. Yeah, absolutely.
And Frankfurt
That's got to
just
hurt.
being deflated.
Yeah, it's a good thing they didn't name the whole team after the Hindenburg, because they'd be on fire right now.
That's still a sore subject.
It is.
With owner Derek Jinko.
Pierce tries to stick a knife in Frankfurt and gets sacked on the first play by Alfred Blitz.
Yeah, now the defense is pissed off.
Well, they should be. I mean, their offense has done nothing to help them so far. And Frankfurt's defense hasn't been bad.
No, it's not been awful. But here they need a 3 and out.
Yes, they do. And they have 2nd and 16, so it's tipped over. But every time Rico Pierce has been faced with this, he's dropped back to pass, and he's converted. And in this case, he's going to pick up 10, which gets him back into a manageable 3rd down.
Okay.
Man, look at the mustache on that dude.
Yeah, holy guacamole.
Holy guacamole. Do they serve guacamole in the concession stand here?
I don't know. It doesn't keep very well. You'd have to get rid of it all that night. Which
I
I guess is
suppose.
that way with most food.
Most food, yeah. Pierce back to pass again. And that ball is caught by 87. Thrown on a rope.
You know who the 87 is?
That's Stephen Yodel.
Yes, it is.
73,000 people came here tonight to see Stephen Yodel.
Yeah, they're waiting to see what he does next. He's been
Nice
tweeting
little
all
flag route.
afternoon, really talking smack.
Yes, he has. His Twitter account was on fire all week, too.
Yeah, he's been real popular lately.
All right, 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Offset eye. Woody Pusher set to the right. Twins out to the left. Pierce back to pass again. Ball over the middle of the field.
Good coverage.
Intended for B.J. Skittle, and man, a lot of fans here are lobbying for PI.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I'd say that was great coverage there by Simon Gruber II.
Rumor has it that he specializes in explosives when he's not practicing with the team.
Well, it is a hobby of his.
Empty set for Rico Pierce and the Bass. Pierce back to pass. He steps up in the pocket, rifles the ball deep, and now it's intercepted.
Going the other way.
Going the other way is Schroeder.
Great return.
Great return and gets it back down to the Kissimmee 40. So we've traded interceptions here. It's still 10-0. Panzer needs to get that offense going.
Yeah, he does.
Listen, even a field goal, they've got to have points on this drive.
We need points. We've not seen a lot out of Kepler. Kepler had an explosive game against Chicago, but it did take him a while to warm up. Maybe that's what we're seeing again.
He looked good on the first play. If you remember, he had a nice run, but they haven't gone back to him.
They haven't.
Panzer calling signals. And here's our good friend, Kepler, and he's going to pick up 3. Second down 7. 7:50 on a running clock. 10-0 lead. Panzer in the shotgun. Takes a short snap.
It's a deep ball.
Deep ball down the middle. And as we've talked about all night, Colin, hands of the Kissimmee defense all over that pass. Nearly intercepted.
They were. Panzer just missed the deep post by the tight end on that play. Was wide open right there.
You'd think if you're named after a tank that you would be more interested in a ground assault than an air attack.
Yeah. Yeah. Or at least throwing some deep balls.
Yes. Yeah. None of that intermediate stuff. So we have 3rd and 7 at the 37-yard line. They need to pick up about 5 yards here to have decent field goal range. And that ball's caught by Werner von Braun II. And this is going to be a first down.
That's good. As long as Frankfurt can play it safe right now, they've got points.
Right. Don't take the points off the clock. $10-0 here. Kissimmee trying hard to not let Frankfurt get back in the ball game. Panzer in the shotgun. Short drop. Flips it out to Kepler in the flat. He's going to pick up a yard.
Yeah, met at the line by Peacock. And the clock's ticking down.
Yeah, we're under 7 minutes now. It's been a fast-paced game so far.
Yeah, it has.
Near twin set for Frankfurt. Last time they were in this, Panzer rolled out. He's going to take a short drop and step up in the pocket here. They find his big tight end again. Keeps this drive alive. Tackled at the 11-yard line for another first down.
That was a good step up in the pocket as it collapsed behind him.
He has, he doesn't have pocket presence as one of his traits, but it sure looked like he's comfortable throwing from the pocket.
Yeah, it looked good. That QBR is a bad one.
I can only think of one quarterback who's lower than that. I watch him in practice every day. Nearly intercepted there, and that would have gone back to the house for Burton Guacamole.
Old Burton with his nasal strip.
With his nasal strip. Second down. 6:02 to go here in the second period. Split back set.
Give it to Kepler.
Feed the beast. I'm going to guess they're throwing here. Oh, dive play. To 33, their unnamed fullback who cranks out a 9-yard gain.
Wow.
And brings up 3rd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
I liked that play.
Okay, Colin, let's go ahead and let's don't second guess. Let's first guess the offense here. If you don't pick up the first down, are you going for it? Or are you going to kick?
I'm going for it, personally.
I think you got to do something to get back in the game. Toss play to Kepler, and that's going nowhere.
You know,
In fact, they may have lost a yard on that. 4th down and 2 at the Kissimmee 2-yard line.
worst case scenario, you give the ball back to the opponent on the 2-yard line.
And
Make them sweat a bit.
If you can get a 3 and out of this, which Frankfurt's defense hasn't played bad,
yeah,
you got good field position. But they're going to kick it.
There's no shame in taking the points.
No, it's going to get it back to a single possession game. And as close as they've been to turning over the ball 15 times in this game already, they've got to feel good at only being behind 10-3.
Yeah.
Dan Smith from 19 yards out. Hilda is so proud.
Yep, she's up there in the press box in her. What are those things that German women wear? Those fancy blouses.
Lederhosen?
Leader
That's not it, is it?
No, I think that's what the men wear.
Oh, that's right. They do wear that. She's probably got some combat boots on, though, I'll bet. I mean, where do you think he learned to kick?
That's fair.
All right, Yodel gets a decent return out to the 32-yard line. Free lead, 1-0 record. I heard on the PA system that if they win tonight, everybody gets free tickets to Disney.
Wow, everybody?
Everybody.
That's huge.
All 73.
That's crazy.
All 73,000 people.
What an awful way to steward your money.
Randy
right.
Pierce has deep pockets.
That's got to be good for all the fans watching tonight.
Alfred Blitz tackles Woody Pusher for no gain. 2nd and 10. Moving clock, 4:30 to go here in the first half. Offset eye, twin set. Pusher over to the right. Stretch play and good blocking up front of Lightfoot. And if he can break a tackle there, man, what a great run that was.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He was 10 yards before anybody even made contact with him.
Yeah, that was great. And even down the field, I'm not sure who that was sealing off the block there. Fullback Woody Pusher right there.
Great block for him. 72, doesn't really do a whole lot, but other than hustle across the field. He kind of hit the brakes there at the last second, but that's a great run by Lightfoot.
Yeah, it was.
1st and 10 at midfield. Kissimmee threatening. Rico Pierce scans the defense. Near twins. Isolation play to Lightfoot. And that play is stuffed for a 1-yard loss.
And the block just couldn't hold on right there. Must have been tired from the last play because Gruber, the second, swam through that block and wrapped up for the tackle there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's a tough kid. I mean, you've got to give credit where credit's due. You know, when you learn at a young age how to crawl around in ductwork in buildings,
Yeah.
you can do a lot of things.
Mentally, he's real
Mentally,
tough.
he's there. Yeah.
We've got a line shift, defensive line shift by Frankfurt.
Good pressure by the defense, but they get the ball out to Lightfoot. And he's going to pick up a couple. So he's going to get him to 3rd and 8. Hindenburg on the tackle for Frankfurt. That's his third of the game. Lightfoot wants the ball.
He does. He's feeling good. Look how vascular that dude is.
He is, man. That guy's lean. Frankfurt lined up in cover 2, but rolled to single high coverage. And number 1 there for Kissimmee, Carlos Guacamole, made the price for that.
Pass was a little low, but maybe on purpose. I'm not real sure.
I think he put that ball in the place it needed to be, where 32 for Frankfurt couldn't make a play on the ball. Excellent play by Rico Pierce.
The Bass looking good.
They're about to get in scoring territory again here. Frankfurt needs to come up with something. Twin eye. Pierce back to pass. A little flip pass out into the flat to number 1. I believe that's one of the Guacamole boys, isn't it?
That's Carlos.
That's Carlos. And that's going to bring up 2nd 5. Kissimmee now squarely in field goal range, I would have to believe at this point.
Yeah, you would think so. That's a safe field goal.
Is this a great drive or what?
But only 5 yards to go. Do you pass it? Do you run?
Well, I'm going to wait till the 2-minute warning here is what I'm going to do and talk it over.
Okay.
Go over and get myself one of those Alka-Seltzer Pepsi drinks that they serve here for the team. See what they can come up with. Rico Pierce, 173 yards passing here in the first half. Solid performance.
Yeah. I mean, almost 200 yards in the first half. That's great.
I'll tell you, of course, you know, we just watched that Stephen Neal drop that ball, but the protection for Kissimmee has been really superb so far tonight.
I've not paid attention to that, but
They did a really good job there of giving him a nice pocket to step up into and deliver that ball. And that ball should have been caught. Shifted line here. Let's see what happens if they run it.
we've got some man coverage.
Pierce back to pass. Oh, that was close.
Great coverage by Frankfurt.
Yeah, that was double coverage there. He should have just thrown that ball away. 4th and 5. We're looking at a 46-yard attempt from our good friend Victor Zaleski. Born and raised in MacArthur, Ohio, TVC Ohio Special Teams Player of the Year for the Vinton County Vikings.
Huh. They any good?
No, this is a lot in high school. That ball is up, and it is good. From 46 yards, Zaleski pumped up after that nice kick, and he gets it back to a 10-point lead with 1:47 to go here in the first half.
And the Bass up by 10.
Bass up by 10. Covering that spread. But nowhere near the over. It costing me money.
And I think you want to pay attention to the Armada on this drive. This could be a big drive for them. We're looking at Panzer right here. Panzer's got fourth quarter comeback, and although it's the second quarter, I've heard rumors that it kicks in 2 minutes before the end of the first half.
Really? Well, we're going to find out a little bit about that here. And you're right, Colin. They do need a drive here. Worst case scenario, get a field goal, get it back down to a touchdown ball game. And then they can go in at halftime and regroup. You and I can drink a beer.
Yep.
And maybe have a nice glass of cranberry wine, whatever the case may be.
Some peanut butter crackers.
Peanut butter crackers, week-old Berlin chips, whatever. Panzer over the middle, and that's picked off.
Ooh, I like
And wow, just when we needed a drive, Frankfurt comes up short, and they're going to give Kissimmee great field position.
Great concentration by Bubba Williams right there.
Bubba had a fresh stick of gum, I think.
Is that what it was?
It had to be. Some of that sticky sugar got on his fingers.
Oh.
Counteracted the popcorn butter. So at the almost
my.
the 29-yard line,
How the turntables have.
turned. Pierce under center. He's not going to rest on his laurels. He's going to take that 5-yard out to B.J. Skittle. And now 2nd and 3. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock. 22 yards away from a touchdown, which would put Frankfurt deep in a hole for the second half.
Yeah. Talking about deep holes, let's see what Woody Pusher can do on this drive.
He's got to do something. Pierce back to pass. Flips it out to Lightfoot, who again is going to roll those shoulders over. He's a man on a mission tonight. And he gets that ball down to the 15-yard line. He doesn't get out of bounds. So they do need to be, they don't have to hurry, but they do need to be conscious of the clock here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not in a hurry right now if you're the Bass. You want this clock to wind down.
You really just want to score and leave no chance for Frankfurt to answer.
Yeah, no more time on the clock to run out.
Oh, and that's nearly intercepted. That would not be what Kissimmee would want to have happen there. Good defensive play by Schroeder.
He had 3 guys on him.
All right, so 59 seconds left here in the first half. Near twin set for Pierce. The defensive line shifts. Pierce back to pass. Pump fakes. That ball's caught and tackled for a first down at the 2-yard line.
Oh, man.
What do you have to say here, Colin?
You're sweating if you're Derek Jinko right now.
I wonder if he's tuned in yet.
I'm not sure.
What do we have? Like an audience of 2, maybe 3 tonight?
Well, it depends on if you're talking about with our league or this crowd. Look at those people right there.
They are on their feet and they're pumped.
There's at least 200.
200 people there tonight.
I don't think we have anybody watching our stream, though.
Well, they're missing out. I mean, we're putting out a first-class product here. And that ball's going to be thrown to Lightfoot and into the end zone, touchdown. And just like that, Kissimmee takes a 19-3 lead. The kick upcoming and 51 seconds to go.
The Bass fans are absolutely loving this right now.
They're a raucous crowd.
Yeah. Well, they're going from thinking they're one of the worst teams in the league to now
On the verge of 2-0.
Yeah.
And gosh, I mean, you've got to make a pretty good argument for them being rated at least near the top, pending whatever the
Right.
Djibouti Warthogs can pull off in their game. They have Chicago later this week, correct?
Yes, we have Chicago on Thursday.
That's a trap game,
We'll see what happens. This is our game to lose. I'll say that.
as they all are. 20 by Victor is true. 51 ticks of the clock to go here in the first half. And Kissimmee out in front and in control of the game at this point. And you know, if you're Frankfurt, you might as well go bombs away at this point.
Yeah.
You're behind 20-3. You can't sit on it with 51 seconds left.
No. And you're with that touchdown, Dave, now the over-under is still really a 50-50.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we're at 23. That'd be on pace to be right around 50.
Mm-hmm. The over-under set at
44 and a half. Yeah, we're not in bad shape there. So I'm starting to see dollar signs floating around in front of my eyes right now.
You should be feeling good if you place that parlay.
All right, offset eye, Twins open. Panzer changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Short drop. Ball's flipped out to number 85, who breaks a tackle. And they call a timeout immediately. That gets them out to their own 45-yard line.
Let's see if they show a replay here. I want you to see the direction change in the acceleration from
He
that guy.
had a lot of burst.
That was awesome.
When he came out of that made a guy miss. we're not going to get to see that. That was an excellent play.
Looks like Hiroshima's doing some scouting tonight. They're logged in and watching
They're
the
tuned
game.
in. So we have a TV crowd of 1. Another nice run there for Kepler. They're going to hurry the line of scrimmage. Try to get another play off. Pro set, offset eye. Panzer taking entirely too long to get the ball snapped. Flips it out to Kepler, and he needed to get out of bounds there, and they need to take a timeout.
Yeah, you got 2 of them.
And so they're on the verge of field goal range again, but they're going to have next to no time. Panzer adjusts his jock.
Get rid of it. He's
Fakes.
pump faking. Clock's out.
Clock's out. Oh my goodness. And in true Frankfurt fashion tonight, they screw the pooch on that one. And that drive is going to end with no points at the 5-yard line.
Just a miscalculation and bad strategy by
Oh
the
my
Armada.
goodness. Coach Derek Jenko's got to be really mad at his quarterback right
I've
there.
seen this guy mad in the locker room. You do not want to be the Armada right now.
I would think not. Headed down from the luxury box right now, he's going to be furious. So they could have been at 20-6 and within 2 scores. As it stands now, the Bass maintain a 3-score lead headed into halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, it's at halftime we're looking at Kissimmee 20 and Frankfurt 3.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back after halftime.
All right, Zaleski about to kick off as we welcome you back from the halftime festivities here at Crowdell Field. It was a pretty fun halftime contest. They had little kids out with fishing poles a little casting contest to try to see who can land their bobber into a bucket.
Yeah. They didn't have a lot when it came to door prizes though for the winner. They got a cup of worms.
Oh man, that kind of stings. If you're a little kid, I mean, what do you do with those?
I think you go to your friends and you eat them for $5 a piece.
Well, you might do that. Panzer, let's see if he's going to be able to recover from that horrendous first half. First thing he does, which is good, is he hands the ball off to Kepler, who's going to get loose, and they're not going to catch him. 75 yards later, touchdown, Frankfurt.
This is the running back we saw from last week. I think we watched this exact same play.
He's solid, man. That dude is solid.
Lowers his shoulder right there. He's got the meanest stiff arm in the league.
No question. He is a brute, and he
Some speed.
single-handedly lifts the spirits of the Armada.
Yeah.
20-9, Dan Smith on to kick the extra point.
Dan Smith really just glad to be out on the field right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So is Hilda.
So is Hilda. Combat boots and all,
In a miniskirt.
as it should be. So here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up under heavy pressure, but it's good. And just like that, the lead is cut back to 10 points, and the over-under
Okay.
is going to be there.
Yeah, it's looking good. We're at 30.
So Smith tees that thing up. And he's going to try to kick the Armada into good field position here and let their defense go back to work. And here comes our good friend Stephen Yodel. He's going to be out to the 28-yard line. Rico Pierce and the boys trot onto the field here. They've got to be feeling confident after the first half performance that they put out there.
Definitely. I mean, Rico is showing to be super confident right now. I mean, he's throwing the ball deep. He's picking the right targets, it seems like. They're doing a great job.
He's definitely has full command of that offense. And Woody Pusher catches that ball and picks up 10 yards.
He was wide open.
He was wide. No one even covered him.
No. There wasn't even anybody in the same zip code as him on that play. Just undetected
Well,
by the Armada radar.
so what can you say about an undetectable Woody?
You better be careful.
You better be careful. It's the truth. Sneaks up on you.
Before you know it, it's in your back door.
Whew. Near twin set for Rico Pierce. Leroy Lightfoot spins out of a tackle. Gain of 11 on the play. 2 explosive plays in a row there for Kissimmee
What a
to
spin
answer
cycle.
back to Kepler's long run.
I love this move right here. Those dance classes paid off.
Yes, they did.
I've also heard that something that Kissimmee does to work on the balance for their players is they put them in a little life raft and set them out in the bay, and they have to stand up for 5 minutes while the other ones take their boogie boards and make waves.
That's a great training technique.
Yeah, it's really good for proprioception.
Yes, yes. And other big words like that. I use big words like that because it makes me sound more photosynthesis.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Hell yeah, brothers. Let's go.
Did we miss something? 2nd and 12.
I don't know what happened.
We were using big words and missed the play, I think.
We're not ready for it.
Near twins. Pierce under center. Hand off to Lightfoot. And this time he's going to crank out 6 yards. I like Lightfoot.
For a silver running back, he's doing a great job.
He's a great grandson of Gordon Lightfoot. Do you remember him?
No. Who's that?
Randy remembers him. He was wasn't he like a singer back in the 70s?
Okay. What kind of genre?
Probably some kind of disco-y thing or deep ball drop there. Schroeder waving at his mom in the upper decks.
Looking for Yodel.
That ball's nearly intercepted. 4th and 6. At the Frankfurt 48. They'll try to pin them deep.
Frankfurt barely held on right there on that drive.
May be a 65-yard field goal attempt. I want someone to try it.
I don't think you want Victor Zaleski trying it.
Probably not. High booming punt.
With room to run.
And room to run. This is going to be trouble. And that's going back to the house. Oh my goodness.
Nobody was even around him.
No, he never even got touched.
Now say his name. He's important.
Rapp.
Rapp. Wide receiver number 4.
Wide receiver 4 on the long run there.
Adolph Rapp.
Adolph Rapp. You know, when I saw that name on the roster, I thought maybe that was going to be a play on the former Kentucky basketball coach, Adolph Rupp.
Ah.
But
I'm sure there's some sort of history behind this
there's got to
name.
be, yeah, that name has some meaning somewhere.
Something with German and Adolf. There's got to be a connection there.
Yes, absolutely. Probably a conspiracy theory tied to it about South America. And, man, the 75-yard run by Kepler, the 85-ish yard punt return by Rapp, and Frankfurt finds himself with a shitty offense, but still in the ballgame.
It's crazy. Yeah, big plays keeping them in the game. Something that the Bass are familiar with, but are now letting happen to them.
The luxury box is quiet here at Crodell Field right now.
Yeah, Randy Pierce is on the phone.
He's on the phone with the general manager. Probably wondering why they didn't give out more steroids at halftime.
Well, the fans are getting nervous because they've already been planning their trips to Disney.
Yeah, and now suddenly
win.
Those are in jeopardy.
Yeah.
What do they get if the team loses?
You give the fans something if the team loses?
Well, maybe it's like a, it's the first home game here at Crodell Field. Maybe you do something.
Maybe a Frankfurt hot dog.
A Frankfurt hot dog. Those sound yummy.
With no bun.
No bun. 1st and 10 for Rico Pierce. They need to feed Leroy Lightfoot. 32 yards, 4 yards a carry. And he's your safe bet right now.
Yeah.
5-yard outcut to Skittle, complete. 2nd down. That pass has been there all day.
I was going to say, these out routes have been good plays for both teams, actually.
Momentum has found its way onto the Frankfurt sideline right now, and they still need to come up with something here, though. Kissimmee hands it off to Leroy Lightfoot, and he is going to be tackled just short of the chains.
Just had one man.
He'd have been off the races, too.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. I don't know about you, but I'm going to feed it to Woody.
I think I would do that, too. Derek Jenko's in the house right now. Just got back for halftime. Probably best case scenario for him. Missed
Probably
the first
so.
half.
He'd have been majorly pissed off in the first half. Pusher does his job. 1st down.
There you go. Just keep playing ball.
1st and 10. Got the ball out to the 35-yard line.
The defense for Frankfurt looks a little thin.
They're light in their rear end.
They are.
Those boys need some kielbasa and some beer.
Sauerkraut.
That ball's caught on a slant. to one of the guacamole boys,
Carlos.
Carlos. Beats that bump move by the corner, gets in the middle field, catches the ball, hangs on tight under heavy pressure. 1st and 10, Kissimmee.
Those white sleeves and white gloves look pretty slick.
It helps the quarterback find him, I think.
Yeah.
Near twins again, and they're going to try to run the ISO, and this time Lightfoot gets buried for a 3-yard loss.
The Armada was coming in strong right there, bringing the house.
Augustus Hindenburg on the tackle. All right, pro set, offset I, push her out to the right. Neutral zone infraction for Frankfurt, and I'm going to guess they're going to decline that penalty because your boy B.J. Skittle made a circus catch there in heavy traffic.
Yep, that was a double mistake there by the Armada defense. First penalty we've seen all night.
And we know it wasn't because of cadence.
It sure wasn't.
Nice catch. Man, that was thrown into a tight window by Rico Pierce.
Yeah, it was.
Hindenburg just wondering what else they have to do to play some good defense here tonight. 4-man line. Looking at cover 3 Sky.
That play
Hand
just
off to
isn't working
Lightfoot. And yeah, that's going nowhere right now. Frankfurt's all over that particular play.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's the delay. It seems like a delayed handoff play.
It's a little slower developing, and that's been a little bit of a problem. Pierce changes the play, drops back to pass, flips it out. Another one of those 5-yard out routes.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it gets them in a workable yardage situation.
It cuts that down. You know, if they pick up even 5 here, they can consider a field goal. And an 8-yard, you know, with Rico Pierce under center, an 8-yard completion is not asking that much of him.
Right.
He's playing well.
Out of the ball.
He's under heavy pressure, just has to throw that ball away.
He threw it away.
He did. 55-yard field goal attempt or punt the ball into the corner. What do you think?
I mean, you'd like to try. You'd like to see him try, but in this game,
Probably not.
How about blocking this thing? Come on, let's swarm this guy.
So 4th and 8. Will Money back to punt for Kissimmee.
somebody needs to change his name to Mo.
Mo Money. That ought to be a nickname or something next time we do a roster file. He has a chance here to pin Frankfurt deep. Now, last time he did this, they got loose and ran it a long way. Oh, my goodness. The
he
special
just-
teams coach
yep.
for Kissimmee is going to be furious.
Muffled it.
And that should be 1st and 10 on their own 1, but instead it's going to be 1st and 10 out on the 20. So Frankfurt has a little breathing room. Panzer, we'll see what he's going to do here with the offense. He has a spread set he comes out in. He takes a short drop and rips it over the middle, and as so often has happened tonight, Kissimmee has hands all over it, can't quite come up with the catch.
But you know, that was just a great play by Burton. That was almost right over his head. He just got a fingertip on it.
Yeah, but it was enough.
Yeah.
I got to hand it to the secondary coach there in Kissimmee. He's done a good job getting these guys ready
Yeah.
tonight. They've tipped a lot of passes. They've got 1, maybe 2 picks that I know of. And that play is going to get stuffed for a 1-yard loss.
You know what I think helps this Bass defense is the fact that they've got an extra guy in coverage every play.
Yeah.
running this three-man front.
It's a little bit, it's a unique defensive philosophy in our league, but so far, I mean, you can't argue the results.
No.
Von Braun on a 5-yard outcut. He picks up a couple more, but it's going to be 4th and 4, and Frankfurt is going to have to punt. .4:15 on a moving clock as the punter takes the snap. That's going to be a short kick. They're going to fair catch that.
That was.
And, yeah, it looked like he's trying to angle that out of bounds. I don't think I would have done that.
No.
I would have cut that loose and tried to tip the field over. But 19 fields that Kissimmee, and they're right at midfield. Won't take a whole lot for them to be in scoring territory.
No, just a couple good pass plays here by Rico Pierce, and Kissimmee's got some more points on the board.
20-17, folks. Pierce back to pass. Lost one. Oh my goodness! A couple opportunities there for that ball to get picked, and fortunately for the hometown crowd, nobody comes up with it.
Surrounded by a fleet of Armada.
A fleet of Armada. Here in the next quarter and a half, we're going to find out if they're the invincible Armada or not.
Is there some history behind that name?
Spain had that was the nickname of their navy.
Huh.
The Invincible Armada. Lightfoot running hard. He's going to pick up 5 there on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd and 5. He has 7 catches today. Two touchdown catches. It's been very workmanlike. Only 47 yards, but he's been very very opportunistic for.
That's right.
Kissimmee.
Both of his touchdowns have been through the air.
Yeah. And being a man of pride, he wants to stick it in. Oh my goodness, that ball's picked off in the flat. Who is number 27?
I'm guessing that's probably Hans Gruber Jr., but
Hans
we're going
Gruber.
to have to take a look.
.73 there with a big hit on the tackle.
That's Gruber Jr.
That could have easily gone back to the house. And that sets them up. They're in Kissimmee territory. 3-point game with 3:29 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Plenty of turnovers this game.
Our games in this league so far have been close. And this game hasn't disappointed. Panzer calling out signals on the audible. And hits that little 3-yard outcut. 2nd and 7.
Watch him make that throw.
Panzer still sporting that 41.1 rating.
Yeah, QBR's got to come up. Keep
Been a
throwing the
tough
ball.
night.
Keep throwing the ball. Can't get any worse. Didn't see him.
And he's going to be tackled short of the 1st down. Short gain, 3rd down 5. That gets the ball to the Kissimmee 40. Man, it's a long field goal. They've got to really, they need the 1st down here.
Yeah, they do. The Bats had great coverage. He just couldn't find anything he liked downfield.
Right. He stood in the pocket for the longest time. Twin open, offset eye for Frankfurt. Short drop, ball in the middle, and that's incomplete. Boy, that was about as well placed as a ball can be. And Merrill Hodge just couldn't quite come up with it.
Yeah.
Heavy pressure on the punt.
And he keeps
Did he
it.
down that inside the 5-yard line? Big special teams play. Epstein delivers on 4th down, and now Kissimmee finds himself in the shadow of their own end zone at the 3-yard line.
As a defensive
Have to make a
mastermind,
statement on this series.
what do you do if you're the Armada in this situation?
We're going to lock it down, play man coverage, and send the house.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
You risk it?
Trying to get to safety here.
Good wraparound tackle. By the
Yeah, that
Armada.
was pretty 99 there for Frankfurt. Did a nice job. So 2nd 10, still at the 3. Man, you got to be careful throwing the ball here, because if you set up in the end zone and give up a sack, that could be disaster. Stretch play. Oh, tackled for a loss.
That was a great run read.
Neither running back has had really a strong night. I mean, you take away the one run by Kepler,
Yeah.
and he's under 25 yards rushing for the evening.
Yeah, I think if you're deciding to run as Kissimmee right now, you got to keep it vertical.
Yeah, yeah. It can't be a toss play, for example. Oh, that was close. But Leroy Lightfoot lowers his shoulders, rolls them over top, runs hard, picks up a couple. Unfortunately, they're not all the way out to the 5-yard line, so the punter's going to feel a little bit of pressure here
Yeah.
because he doesn't have the full 15 yards. And he's got to be careful not to step out the back of the end zone.
We're going to expect a high, short punt right here.
Not much of a kick, that's the truth. And so they're going to fair catch that. And wow, Frankfurt's got the ball at the 36-yard line.
With room to work. I mean, you can basically kick a field goal from this position. So just stick with Kepler and get some points and take the lead. Or tie it up. 3 points would tie it up.
Five-yard outcut. And that's going to get them into pretty certain field goal range. We're under a minute now in the 3rd quarter, and the clock is running. Frankfurt is going to have to run one more play. And, in this case, I don't think you hurry here either.
Because you're so close.
Yeah, you're close. Hodge up the middle. He's going to convert the 1st down. And that's going to get him out of the 3rd quarter, potentially anyway, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs to start the 4th. Although we may see they're trying to crank something up here kind of quick. I kind of question this. I wouldn't be doing this myself. Maybe he'll
Get the ball off.
he's going to try to get that one more play in, and it cost him.
Oh my.
Can I just go ahead and say here on the air, that was a stupid ass move by the AI.
Say, I told you so.
I told you so. Let the clock run out. But very fortunate for Kissimmee, because they take points off the board for Frankfurt. I mean, we were looking at a tie. And now Kissimmee has the ball back to start the 4th quarter and hanging on to a 3-point lead. Still tough field position down at their own 4-yard line. They need a couple of 1st downs here to get the field tipped over. And there's neutral zone infraction.
And if you're watching us live right now, throw up those 4s, or if you're Derek, throw up the middle finger.
That's right.
Going into the 4th quarter.
Throw up something. Because now Kissimmee has a 1st and 5 out the 9-yard line. Their playbook opens up a little bit now at this point because they have room to operate. Although I'm going to tell you that Lightfoot's legs aren't tired at this point, and if I were them, I would feed him on the stretch play.
Yeah. Got some blitz.
And there it is. And, yeah, it was blitzed pretty heavy there. He still managed to pick up a yard. So we've got 2nd and 4. They're still in really great shape. They can run anything they want. The 5-yard outcut that they've made a living on tonight is still there for them. You're not wrong to hand the ball off to Woody Pusher or to Lightfoot. Here's that offset defensive line we've talked about. Short rollout.
Wide open.
Oh my goodness, that could have been trouble. Rommel on the defense there for Frankfurt. That's a name we haven't talked about a lot tonight.
He must be a. He's an outside linebacker.
Albert Rommel.
Big Al Rommel.
That's what his friends call him, Big Al.
Big Al.
That's not because he's heavy.
It's because he's got a big butt.
Yes. All right, offset I. Pro set. Pierce under center. Trap play to Pusher. Stop for no gain. And once again, the punter is going to trot out on the field. Frankfurt's going to get good field position. Will Money's going to be a little more relaxed. Maybe he can cut loose and hit a 50 or 60-yard punt here because they got out from the shadow of the goalpost a little bit. So we'll see what he can do here with this punt. And he's going to hit a decent punt there. Not great, but the coverage was exceptional there. Some useless generic guy made the tackle right away. But still, Frankfurt comes out in field position just inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 9:23 to go.
It's been a while since we've seen some points.
We're not to the over yet.
We're not. We're 4 points away. 6 or 7.
7-ish.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, Panzer thinks he sees something, but usually when he starts calling audibles, that's a bad deal for Frankfurt. Short drop, ball flipped out to Kepler, and man, that guy runs hard. I like that back. 3-yard gain for him.
Yeah, he battles. He's got a great mustache.
He's well known for that in Germany. All right, looks like a little bump coverage possibly coming there. Toss play to Kepler, and what looked to be promising gets snuffed out quickly by number 51 for Kissimmee. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. St. Matthews on the play there.
Yeah, it was Luke St. Matthews.
Luke
We've not
St.
seen a lot from
Matthews.
him. Good boy.
He had a good game last week too against Hiroshima. So we'd be looking at 54 yards here.
Kissimmee showing man coverage.
Panzer needs to come up with a play, and he doesn't. So, man, 54 yards out. Stanley Snot Knocker on the defense.
Panzer really showing favor to the fullback. Retarded this game.
They have been thrown to him quite a bit. And he was open there. This is the same dilemma we found ourselves in last week. We were just not quite close enough to kick. And when you're down 3, trying to get yourself into field goal range is so important.
How long of a field goal would that be?
We'd be looking at 54 yards. If you've got a gold kicker, that's money. You're going to make that. All right, Sneed. Is that Apollo Sneed that made the tackle there? And, I guess it caught the punt. Kissimmee now has 1st and 10 at their own 19. A little more breathing room. 8:15 to go here. They've got to take good care of the football. And so what do? They come out in an empty set.
These guys are
probably going to throw it here
for punishment.
Pusher, deep drop. Deep pass. And that ball's caught. Guacamole.
Right over the deflective hands, and I think that was number 57. 41.
And that's going to tip the field over. Get him across the 50 to the Frankfurt 43. And, man, they're sitting pretty here. You've still got to be careful with the ball here. At worst, you want to punt it deep. Make Frankfurt drive the length of the field. Skittle on the crossing route drops the ball. I don't care what that stat line says. He should have caught that one.
Yeah, he was met as soon as he caught it by the linebacker. Wish we had some numbers here for these players. I'm not sure what happened to that. It's probably Rommel.
Could have been. We'll give Rommel credit for it. Okay, another offset defensive line. And Rico back to pass. And that ball's caught. Down to the 18. Now, if you're Kissimmee here, I'm going to run the ball.
Yep.
I'm going to let that clock tick down.
Yep.
If I get the touchdown, it's great. But I'm going to take the field goal if I have to, because then you force Frankfurt to get in the end zone with a short clock to work with.
Yeah. You give them less options to come back in this game.
High snap, but Pierce fields it. And, oh my goodness. Did he catch that?
No.
No, incomplete.
Oh, he dropped that. He was wide open.
Yodel was open. The ball was tipped. He had a second chance at it.
Oh my goodness.
And that would have been kind of the straw that broke the Armada's back. So they still have some life.
You just heard a big hush over the stadium with that one.
There's some fans pissed off right now, truthfully. You know, when you sign a $37 million contract, you got to make that catch.
Oh gosh.
Pierce taking his time. Short outcut. And the receiver stays in bounds. So the clock's going to keep running. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 at the 14. Worst thing can happen here is a turnover.
Yeah. What I liked there, though, was Rico Pierce giving Yodel another chance there.
He went right back to him. That's some good leadership out of your quarterback. Not unlike a JV quarterback I had several years back.
Oh, yeah?
This kid named Colin Pierce.
Threw 2 passes.
Completed both of them. Won him to the wrong team, but he did complete them both.
Oh, the good old days.
All right, here comes Zaleski out for the goal attempt. Make it a 6-point lead for Kissimmee. And here's the snap. The hold's down. The kick is up, and it is good. From 28 yards out, Zaleski delivers. 23-17 Kissimmee. Randy Pierce is butthole puckered in the luxury suite. And Derek Jinko. What's that?
Said his butthole was a little bit released after that play.
After that one. That helps him. Derek Jinko's got to come up with a touchdown here in the next 6 minutes. 23-17.
Man. You know, this is about what we expected.
So it's a great game. We need a touchdown out of somebody. I don't even care who it is to hit the over here.
Yeah, this game could still easily go either way.
Sure can. 6 minutes to play. A lot of football left. Crazier things have happened.
That's for sure. William Kepler averaging 13
yards a carry. All right. They're going to put the ball in the hands of Panzer. And that ball's intercepted.
Oh, man.
And
Panzer's
the
got
Frankfurt
some problems.
owner's box right now is being rattled in this stadium because someone's jumping up and down, pounding on the desk, cussing like a madman. Might have spilled his beer.
What's going on with Panzer?
Panzer struggled tonight. So now, 6-point lead, and they're almost in field goal range again. and this should be a heavy dose of Woody Pusher and Leroy Lightfoot.
Yeah, Panzer just better be glad we don't have free agency in this league right now.
Yeah, he might be looking for work. Probably can't even get back on the plane to go to Germany tonight. But you never know. If he throws a bomb to win it on the last play, all will be forgotten in Frankfurt. He'll be a
that's
hero.
true. Those people are easily manipulated.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are, especially the women. Twin eye. Lightfoot up the middle. Short gain. 3rd down 3 coming up. Rommel on the tackle for Frankfurt. And that clock is quickly becoming the enemy of Frankfurt as we approach the 5-minute mark.
I think somebody just threw up.
They threw up in the
Lost
huddle
their
there.
cookies.
Now, you know, when you're a new franchise and you're undefeated, I suppose there's a little nerves that go along with that.
Maybe, or they're under-endured. I don't know. They need to work on
They
that.
need something.
Yeah, cardiovascular strength.
3rd and 3. Pierce back to pass. That ball is caught. But there's a penalty on the play, Colin. Hold on.
I'm guessing a late hit. Somebody dove on Carlos
I can't
as he
find
was
the
sliding.
flag. I think you're right. Man, that hurts. The Bass accept, and now they have 1st and goal on the 5.
Well, you know what? You got to know better than to dive on top of the wide receiver like that.
Yeah, he's laying it on the ground like a slug. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's a no-no.
1st and 5. Touchdown here
Just run the ball.
is dangerous for Frankfurt. Yeah, I'd give the ball to Pusher on the dive play
You
here.
got a defensive line shift.
Mm-hmm. Uh, 1 yard gain. Hindenburg is fired up right now. He's trying to rally the troops. 4:35 and running. Even a field goal here is going to be tough for Frankfurt to overcome. Split backs for Kissimmee.
Nobody on wide receiver.
Pusher, well, we didn't miss anything. Pusher for no gain. 3rd down. Frankfurt is in a position where they have to have a stop here. And they need to be tugging on that ball. Anybody ever tug on your balls when you're carrying it in high school?
Not until I got married. Again, wide receiver number 2 left unattended.
Pusher up the middle. And he's going to gain 1. And now if I'm Frankfurt, I'm going to let that clock tick all the way down. In fact, I would take the penalty here.
Why?
So what? It's a second off the clock. You back up 5. You hit the kick. You're up 9.
I don't know. To me, saving yourself a timeout is not worth 1 second.
Well, whatever. You're not wrong.
It's just different.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Different thought process
But
there.
this ball's not going to get snapped until about the 4-second mark. Yep, and that kicks up, and it's good. And Randy Pierce and the boys, sponsored by Strin Monofilament Line tonight.
50-pound test.
50-pound test. They stretch that lead to 9. And it's not an impossible task, but it's getting they're starting the motors on those fishing boats here in Kissimmee, I can tell you that.
Yeah, sun's going down. It's been a good day of fishing, a lot of good catches. It's time to go home and fry it up.
Okay, the ball's down to about the 3-yard line. And he's tackled out at about the 23. So a 20-yard return there. It was worth doing, I guess. You get 20 out of it. 2:53 to go. Frankfurt desperate for a quick score. And really, if they can get down there and do it quick, it doesn't even matter what it is, touchdown or field goal, either one. They just can't take all day getting this first score.
Right. Yeah, you got to be fast about it. You got to go for it. At this point, it doesn't matter if you throw another interception or not.
Nope, might as well be aggressive and go get it. Which means throw it behind the line of scrimmage to the tailback. Loss of 4.
Yeah, Derek Chico's not happy. Just watched him break his clipboard on the sidelines there.
Another flip out to Kepler. He needed to get out of bounds there and didn't make it. 3rd down 9. Clock's ticking down.
I think Panzer's just still nervous about that deep ball.
I think he might be. Oh my, what a... I thought he had it.
He heard footsteps.
He heard footsteps.
Good coverage.
Now you're on 4th and 9. You're deep in your own end, you know, so if you don't convert here, they're going to make you burn all 3 timeouts, kick a field goal, and put you 2 touchdowns behind. But I don't see sense in punting right now either, do you?
No way. No way. But you don't come out in I formation.
No,
You're not tricking anybody. They know you're passing.
You might as well put all 5 guys out in a route. And that ball's deflected.
That Bass
And
defense.
the Bass defense, once again. I don't know who the secondary coach is, but that guy's got to get a free Bass boat from Bass Pro.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is just looking spectacular. It's like they know what's going to happen.
Time and time again, they batted the ball down tonight.
Yeah, Snot-Knocker's been all over the place.
Sponsored by Cabela's this evening.
It's a big sponsorship.
You know, I've heard that the coaches have put a bounty out. Every player that got a tip ball gets a free white spinner bait to use at Lake Okeechobee.
Really?
Yeah. Woody Pusher up the middle.
Oh,
I thought he was going to take that to the house.
I mean, yeah, he's seen that before. Legs spread wide open, just goes right down the middle. He knew what to do.
He knew what to do.
He
with
knew
that.
the assignment.
He's been there thousands of times before, with women from all over the world.
Wow, wow. You know what? Right now, Kissimmee's tying on that sinker.
Right around the feet of Frankfurt.
Oh my! It's a nice waterfall feature they have.
That is. There's a hot tub up there. Did you see that?
No.
I was walking around the stadium and
Do they sell tickets for those seats?
yeah. Well, and the great thing about it is they have 2 sets of cheerleaders, and they rotate, spending time in the hot tub.
In the hot tub with
Yeah,
you.
with you
Wow,
while
so
you're
they have
watching the game.
waterproof uniforms.
Well, I don't know if they're wearing a uniform or not in that hot tub. But,
Oh, okay. Wow.
I mean, you got to keep the cloth dry. You got to do.
but you can't. You're not allowed to touch them.
No, you get thrown out for that. You can hand them a single dollar bill though. 2nd and 5 at the Frankfurt 6.
And this QBR is really not
Not great.
much better.
He's played well in spots, but they've gotten him in trouble a little bit sometimes too. Lightfoot's going to get tackled in the stretch play. Frankfurt's going to take another timeout, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 at the Frankfurt 7. They have to get the stop here on 3rd down and hold them to a field goal here to have any chance.
Yeah,
Down the stretch of the game
yeah,
here.
to even have a glimpse of a chance, I'm not real confident. I mean, I think this is over. Where are we at on the money line? On the over/under?
43 points right now. We're the under is paying off right now.
So a field goal here.
A field goal hits it for
is
us.
going to hit your parlay.
Yeah. Woody Pusher stopped for no gain. Quickly calling the timeout is Frankfurt, and so that's we're going to see a 25-yard field goal attempt by Zaleski, who nearly trips running onto the field.
He did.
He's a little nervous. He's never been out of MacArthur until he signed this contract with Kissimmee.
His nose has gotten a lot bigger since the last drive. Did you see that?
He's got some Pinocchio genes out there. All right, here we go. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. And suddenly, Kissimmee finds himself with a 12-point lead. 1:45 to play, Colin.
And those who have bet the over are taking their ticket and cashing out.
I've already sent our aide down to pick up my winnings. Would Randy Pierce be a dirty SOB enough to go with a surprise onside kick here?
I'm not sure what the. No.
No. No, he would not. Oh, nice tackle on that kick coverage there by number 91. Probably some stupid generic, but it was a great play.
Oh, and things starting to look a little cheerful on one side of the field and a little
Desperate.
grim on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desperation has set in for Frankfurt. They've got to get a touchdown quickly here and then get the onside kick. And they're not going to get it throwing 5-yard outcuts.
But they did keep it out of bounds.
They did, so they stopped the clock there.
We haven't really seen many passes down the sidelines from either team. A lot of these deep shots have been down the middle.
Yeah, they have. These two teams both like the post route. Hands are on the short drop, swings it out in the flat. Kepler needs to get out of bounds, and he does. 3rd down 5. That'll stop the clock with 1:34 to play. Frankfurt has no timeouts. (29-17), the hometown Kissimmee Bass holding on to a fairly comfortable lead. Panzer under center. And he's going to take that snap, short drop. He's going to get the first down, but he's going to be tackled inbounds.
They're hurrying.
So they've got to hurry here. They need a chunk play. They've got to throw the ball somewhere deep.
Yeah. Oh.
Once again, nearly intercepted.
And if
Luke
you're
St. Matthews.
if you're the Bass, we're just playing. You're just playing prevent right now.
Oh, cover 4, cover 12.
Okay.
Dropping out in your coverage.
Owner Derek Jenkins says they can all swim home.
He might be giving them all lead boots to swim in. 29-17. Panzer back to pass.
Where's that?
Ball's
been?
caught, and he splits the defense. And, man, they've got to get up here quickly and get this ball. Spike it. They should have a clock play called here, though.
Yeah.
Something they can go to automatically. Or Panzer's got to get it going. Okay, at least incomplete.
Ran the
stops
ref
clock.
over. Did you see that?
I wonder if they put that in on purpose just to get some retribution for a bad call. The refs did. They're from Pensacola.
We're in far.
Short roll for Panzer. Pump fakes. Throws it right to a defender who can't catch it.
I think he was so shocked that it came straight
They
to
threw
him.
it right to him. It was like he was the intended receiver. 3rd down 10. Field goal does you no good here. So really, you've got to do something where you're going to pick up the first down and give yourself 4 more shots in the end zone.
Yeah.
Okay, Panzer back. Ball's caught, 1st down. They need to throw the ball in the end zone here, right on this play right now.
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Come on, Panzer, let's go. And he wastes the play. What a dumbass move by him again. Okay, so 38 seconds left. 3 balls into the end zone here.
Yeah, but you don't want to waste that many because you want the ball back. You want to go for it again.
Right. So that's why I say throw it in the end zone. It's either caught for a touchdown
Yep.
or it's incomplete and the clock stops.
Yeah. Yeah,
no
you're
point in
right.
throwing a 5-yard out cut here.
All these got to go.
Kissimmee's playing cover 2.
Oh, man.
Oh, my. Loss of 2 on a completed pass by Friedrich Panzer.
Oh, that sucks.
That sucks. 3rd and 12. All right, Panzer under center. Swing pass again. It's tackled inbounds. And the clock is going to run on 4th and 11.
It's like Panzer has no idea how to play the game.
It's like he's never played before. At least before last week. And that ball is going to be tackled just shy of the first down. Kissimmee's going to take over, and the crowd is going crazy. The number one question being heard in the stadium right now, where do I get my Disney tickets?
They're going to Disney.
We're going to
Dave.
Disney. So they're going to kneel on the ball here, and there's not one thing Frankfurt can do about it
No.
except warm up the airplane and cruise ship, however it was that you got over here.
And the Bass go 2-0.
The Bass moved to 2-0. A comfortable win for them tonight.
Yeah, that's got to
12 points. Covered the spread. Made the over.
The game was full of turnovers. That really hurt Armada, but I mean, probably threw 3 or 4 interceptions, I would say.
I just don't know why they didn't give the ball more to Kepler.
Yeah, Kepler had a great game. He had a couple good runs tonight too. But
There's one on this. That's to me.
That's the play.
If they win, that's the play of the game. Right there. That was a great run. Got them back in the game.
My guys look like they're running suit.
That area of the field's a little swampy. Rico Pierce with 347 yards passing. I wonder if the kicker, who's 5 out of 5, has a chance to be the player of the game today.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
I don't know that I have either. Rico Pierce, just time and time again. I mean, it was really a workmanlike, performance. He had a few turnovers, but his lineman protected him, making those tackles like what you saw there.
Yeah, I mean, really, the Bass looked great
Yeah, they
all
did.
around,
I think
especially
they're going to be
especially
dangerous
defensively.
the rest of the way. Who do they have next week?
Not real sure.
Let me take a look for us.
It's probably Pottsville.
Man, I hope not after the way they played tonight. We've got some things to get ironed out. Week 3. No, Frankfurt. Actually, Frankfurt's probably not going to fly home. They make the trip to Pottsville next week.
Okay. Yeah, they might.
They'll probably get out of the state of Florida. That hadn't been very good for them.
Look up to Hershey Park.
Yeah, they'll go up to Hershey Park this week.
A lot of big plays this game.
Who's the synagogue?
Kissimmee travels to Chicago,
Oh,
and Djibouti makes the long trip halfway around the world to Japan
Yeah. Now we still got some games this upcoming week.
for another Pierce Bowl.
Rico.
Yeah, Thursday night at 7:00. Rico Pierce, player of the game. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
He had a
You
good
can't
game.
go wrong with the quarterback. So
Thursday night at 7:00, we have a twin cast. The Chicago Ghosts travel over to Africa to take on the Djibouti Warthogs, and Hiroshima travels to Pottsville to take on the Maroons.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, Dave. Let's call it a night, and we will pick back up next week.
Absolutely.
Over and out.